Good morning, KBVR Corvallis. My name's Jake McGrady. Nice early Friday morning, pretty crisp outside. You're listening to Second String Sports on 88.7 FM. I'm Jake McGrady.
Grant Van Dyke here.
And Logan McGinnis.
Here we go. Just turn the mics on.
All right, Logan's activated.
And Logan's here now.
There we go. It's week 8 at Oregon State. It's about that time of year when it's getting pretty crispy cold outside. What would you say it is? 20, 29?
Yeah, I read the
High 20s?
Probably 29, right around 30 degrees.
Listen to
Yeah.
us talk.
I really
weather.
know the cold, so I would understand the freezing temperature line.
Mr. Alaska is even sensitive to the cold over here, which is quite surprising considering, what'd you say it was in Alaska? -2?
Yeah, I heard it was like negative something the
Somewhere
other
in
day.
those negative bones over there.
I think I would die now.
Listen to us talking about weather like we're in our 50s.
Hello, welcome to our meteorologist podcast.
But pretty exciting week in sports with the games we have coming up and the games that have happened so far. We've pretty much got everything to talk about this show. Some baseball trades that I know Logan would like to discuss for a few minutes. You know, obviously college football we got to discuss coming up. So why don't we get right into it and talk about some of the general big news in sports this last week from our last show.
We could talk about some. If you guys want to go and jump into the baseball, I could talk a little.
I'll give you
the
your
last big trade.
baseball
I'll give
trade.
you your 3 minutes of fame. Go.
Okay, so big trade going on here. We have Detroit Tigers trading Prince Fielder to the Texas Rangers for Ian Kinsler. And on paper, this looks like a good trade for both teams. Also, in addition to the trade, the Tigers are sending over $30 million to the Rangers just because of Prince's huge contract. So
Yeah, what is
she
his
said.
contract?
Prince's contract is it's over $200 million.
Jeez.
And Kinsler is only right around 60, 70 mil.
Along with Prince, didn't Detroit have to send around like 30 million in cash
Yeah.
to the Texans?
Yeah.
That man makes an outstanding amount of money for being, let's just say, pretty unathletic.
Because now the Rangers are going to be able to they're able to put their rookie stud Jurickson Profar. They're able to put him at second base. They keep Elvis Andrus. They get the big bat. Prince is going to rake in Texas's ballpark. It's going to be huge. And then Kinsler for the Tigers. They fill their second base free agency need. Their old second baseman Omar Infantes lost the free agency. They're able to bring up one of their starting or kind of develop their new third baseman. And yeah, I think it's going to be work out for both teams. But overall, I think Prince is easily a better player.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong there.
Yeah.
But on paper, it works out for both teams. And also the Tigers are going to be able to spend more cash and re-sign Miguel Cabrera and also re-sign Max Scherzer to a long-term contract. So it works out for both teams. Both teams get what they want.
It's a little risky on the Rangers' part, though, because, they owe him $138 million over the next 7 years. They're locked into that
Did you say
deal.
138?
Yep.
Yeah.
They are locked into Prince Fielder.
Jake, what would you do for $138 million?
The things that I would do for that type of money, I cannot say on radio right now because we'd get fined by the FCC. But I would do quite a few things to get $138 million because you can do anything with $138 million.
Okay.
I would
All
not
right.
be in school right now.
All
Moving
right.
on.
Change the subject.
Change the subject. Why don't we get into a little NFL talk? Because I think we probably got the most to talk about. Some NFL predictions coming up.
Dirty Birds.
Yeah, we had a
Man.
Thursday night game.
The Dirty Birds.
What do you guys think of that game?
Actually, game was close, 17-13. And the Falcons have been nothing this whole entire year. So actually, they kept the Saints a little bit close. Jimmy Graham went off.
With how close they kept him, it was I don't think it was what people expected, but the Falcons are probably one of the biggest disappointments in the NFL this year.
I expected them to do super good, and I drafted Matt Ryan in my fantasy league, but I traded him
and now
before.
there's discussions of Matt Ryan not being the guy.
Yeah, I traded him at the very start of the season. I was trying to get a lot out of him. And
what is going on with them?
Well, it hurts when their two best wide receivers are out. I mean,
that's true.
Roddy White and Julio Jones are like game changers, franchise changers.
Julio Jones went out with the Achilles injury, and then Roddy White's just been on a flat tire this whole season.
Roddy White's been iffy.
He had a hurt ankle at the start of the year, injured his hammy, and now it's just almost garbage. Straight trash.
I kind of feel bad for Tony Gonzalez too.
Yeah, Tony
He's
Gonzalez
stuck like rotting in ATL.
Yeah, they should have traded him.
They should have. I feel bad. It's like Steven Jackson, same thing.
Yeah, Steven Jackson as well, repping the OSU.
You want to see those guys get a ring, and then they're just stuck in a desolate situation.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the pictures, but Jimmy Graham, after he scored a touchdown, bent the goalpost.
Oh my god!
I did see that.
That
is a classic
beast.
Picture. What a monster!
Monstars.
He's got to be on roids.
Yeah.
Do they drug test in the NFL?
They do, but
they get drug tested. But then what they out?
Jimmy Graham is a freak. Like,
dare I say, as much of a freak as Aaron Hernandez? Not that type of freak.
That's a different type of freak.
Jake's in a freaky mood today.
That's a murderous type of freak.
Jake's always a little freaky.
That's a guns blazing type of freak. All right, so predictions for upcoming Sunday's games. My Hawks got a bye, so I can relax a bit. 10-1, sitting at the top of the NFL charts.
Ravens got the Jets. Jets. Jets.
That'll be an interesting game for you.
That'll be fun to watch.
That will be a good game.
Actually, no, I've been picking against the Ravens a lot this year, but I think they're gonna pull this one out. They got this one.
It's at home.
Yeah,
I hope they do.
I honestly think the Ravens take it too. I honestly do. They have to take this.
They have to. And hopefully.
Who the Jets lose last week? The Bills.
Yeah.
And they just absolutely got destroyed by them.
Yeah. So, I don't know what's going on in the Jets locker room.
Yeah. Mama McGrady. Or not Mama Van Dyke. Yeah.
My mom doesn't even know who the Jets are. She knows the Beavs and the Blazers and the Seahawks, and that's about it.
Mama McGinnis, shout out, loves her Chiefs. She was mad that I didn't give her a shout out the other week.
Oh, yeah,
because I shouted out my mom.
Yeah, great.
Shout out Mama McGrady, loving her Beavs.
Shout out Mama Van Dyke.
That's pretty much it. We're shouting out our moms over here. Moving on from the moms, though.
Yeah, done with moms.
Steelers at Browns.
Oh, jeez.
That.
Get me a pillow and lay me down with a blanket. I might as well just take a snooze on that one.
Browns put up 20 last game, and I was calling that one as a snooze fest. You remember that, the Bengals-Browns game?
Yeah, you did call that.
And it was 41-20. So what do I know? But
yeah, I think Pittsburgh's gonna pull this one out. Ben Roethlisberger is actually
beasting.
Yeah, he's going beast mode the past few weeks. Threw I think it was like 430 something yards last week, and. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh's easily got that going.
Beasting and feasting.
But, the Browns they're 4-6 as well. They could throw a little surprise. Who knows? All right, we want to move on to
Panthers,
Tampa Bay.
Yep,
Tampa
that
Bay,
game
Detroit.
too.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about this one, but Detroit has this.
Think so?
Yeah, Tampa Bay, they're on a little hot streak. They're rolling, but Detroit, even though they choked it last week, and I think Detroit can do that.
Yeah, what happened in that game?
Detroit has been disappointing on all levels.
They went out and in the first half and they just went off. Like Megatron had 176 receiving yards in the first half, and then after that, just absolutely nothing.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they'll turn it around. And then last week's game, there was also they did a fake field goal attempt, which could have put them up by like 7 points. Little mistakes by Jim Shorts.
And they didn't get it.
Nope.
They literally have all the pieces there. It's so puzzling why they're being so mediocre this season.
Damakansu.
Dominican's the reason.
Namakansu.
He's not stepping on enough heads or kicking people in the
Stomping on
private
enough
areas.
legs or talking about enough players' girlfriends.
Or getting enough car crashes in Portland.
Oh, gosh. And Dominican was sipping. He was sipping and hit a pole.
Was he sipping? I thought he was sober.
Oh, that's even worse. Sober crash. Just shows how dumb he is.
Oh, and Detroit gets their wide receiver Nate Burleson back, who
Nate Burleson's
got in a
back,
car wreck because he was reaching for a pizza in the back seat. That sounds like a Detroit player.
I like pizza.
What trash.
Sounds like a typical Detroit player.
Typical Motor City.
Motor City.
Don't even know how to
trash.
drive their own cars. Any other big games you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, Broncos Patriots Sunday night.
See if the Broncos can keep rolling after that heart-stinging win to Logan in the corner. You want to give a little statement on that loss?
Stab in the heart. Oh.
Yep.
You know, Broncos. They Peyton Manning did what Peyton Manning usually does. Just kind of,
Like I said, he would play, and his supposed ankle would not be a factor.
Yeah.
I called it. Peyton Manning can play with no feet, no arms.
The one thing I did like about the game that even though they scored 27 points, it didn't really feel like they scored 27 points. It was.
It didn't.
Well,
feel
Broncos
like they scored
Broncos
27.
offense. What if they're averaging probably over, close to 40 a game.
Oh, yeah.
So, Chiefs defense held them in check, but offense, I think Andy Reid has a lot of potential to give the Chiefs more. Just let Alex Smith just
What do you mean by that?
just expand the offense almost.
You can't expand it with Alex Smith there.
They can expand the offense with Alex Smith. Grant's just a
No.
hater over here.
Alex Smith is so weak.
I was going to go off on a Twitter rant with Grant, but I didn't feel like it. He was hating on Alex Smith
Explain.
last week.
Well, wasn't it the fourth quarter where he started choking?
True. But
True, but
he did kind of choke, but
He was going to go on a Flacco ranch.
But the thing is,
rant against
what was
you.
his QBR?
well, what the Chiefs do best is run the ball, and since they fell behind last week, they kept having to throw. I think Alex
Yeah,
Smith
that was the biggest
Alex
thing.
Smith had over 40 something passing yards, or not passing yards, but pass attempts, and
Yeah.
if they would have ran the ball with more efficiency than the first quarter, but they fell behind 10-0 last week, and
Yep.
that was the story from there.
Or,
just trying to catch up.
you can be the Seahawks and have a dynamic running game and have a dynamic passing game with an amazing quarterback.
True.
Best score in the NFL. Record, not score.
But, okay, so if Seahawks make it to the Super Bowl versus the Broncos,
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but
then,
not even I want to think that far ahead. But
Okay, but-
it's possible.
I mean,
Considering
it's probably going to happen. Like,
considering we're gonna win the division and we're gonna win every playoff game at home, yeah, hopefully.
and then, but then
Although,
the
if you
biggest,
look at the rest of our schedule, it's a pretty tough schedule. Who do we have?
the biggest difference between those teams has to be just Peyton's
the Chiefs and
experience.
Seahawks, or
No, between the
Broncos
Seahawks and
Seahawks?
Broncos is just Peyton's.
Oh, of course.
Peyton's experience.
Oh yeah,
And in a Super Bowl game,
experience is everything.
that would. But I mean, who knows? Maybe Seattle's defense will come out and.
Crazier things have
Yeah,
happened.
the experience, the classic Tom Brady, Peyton Manning matchup is going to be a good game to watch.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun tonight.
Yeah,
That'll be
those,
that.
those
Sunday
are
night.
always a good little rival between those two.
Yep. In Foxborough, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Foxborough.
But man, do I hate me some Brady.
He's perfect, though.
You hate unsuccessful people.
Nah, I respect him, but I hate him.
Johnny Manziel, Tom Brady.
We had this discussion.
Hey,
last
I don't
week.
respect Johnny.
We had this discussion last week.
I respect
Actually, no,
Tom.
I don't respect him. I respect Tom.
Isn't he the best quarterback in college football?
Who? Johnny Manziel.
Johnny football?
I don't respect what he does or what he stands for.
I don't respect his. It's like LeBron, though.
I respect LeBron.
Respect is.
I respect LeBron. I don't respect. No, I respect Kobe and LeBron actually, but I don't like Kobe and LeBron.
Them fighting words. No,
True.
I'm just kidding. I'm just a Kobe hater. Kobe hater over here.
That's the same thing as being a Manziel hater then.
Yeah. Just because he's not successful.
No, I actually hates Kobe's like gameplay. Like,
Well, then I hate Manziel's gameplay.
you just hate him as a person.
It's true. I hate his guts.
Classic.
All right, want to move on to maybe one more
That's a
game?
signal to move on to the next game. Last game discussion.
You know, this is actually be another interesting one. It's going to be Dallas and the Giants, just for how kind
Just
of
for how-
pitiful that division is.
But for how interesting the Giants have been doing right now, though.
Yeah, they're
4 in a row.
Yeah, the Eagles are heating up. The Giants are heating up. Dallas.
Like, what is that? The Giants turned it on out of nowhere.
Yeah. Eli Manning decided he
Eli's-
doesn't need to throw as many pick sixes.
Eli decided, okay, my brother's getting this attention. Maybe I should step up just a titch.
Yeah, Logan, isn't he on pace to like set the Giants pick record or something?
Probably NFL pick record.
Oh
NFL.
my! He doesn't. Doesn't he already have that? I would think that he would.
No,
That's just sad.
not yet, but
Yeah.
he's on his way. I feel like the Giants always do this. They always start slow and
Yeah, I
then turn
agree.
it on.
Yep.
Classic Giants.
But I think it's still
they're not going anywhere in the playoffs. If they make the playoffs,
they
they're not
could
gonna go anywhere.
maybe slide in and get a wild card, but
Wild card. I could see it.
I don't know. I think Eagles are winning
Yeah,
that division.
Yeah, the Giants they're kind of back in their running game. They got Andre Brown. He had
Oh, they got him back.
they got him back. He rushed for like 130 yards last week.
Yeah, that's a big pickup for them.
Yeah. So that's going to be an interesting game.
Monday night game, 49ers Redskins.
Oh yeah, San Francisco's been kind of a little rusty, I feel like.
A little rusty. 6-4 when they were predicted to win the division.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Colin Kaepernick sucks.
Kaepernick is
Predicted to be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Remember how many freaking advertisements he was in this summer?
Yeah, if you notice on TV, he's nowhere now.
He was all over, like, I can't even remember, like, every single
He's
media
in that
source.
he's at
and
McDonald's. I'm pretty sure he was Subway.
Madden,
Yeah, he was making appearances everywhere.
probably Subway.
Classic Colin Kaepernick.
I feel like the same thing happened to RG3 too, though. He's still, like, loved, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaepernick's just, like,
Yeah. Kaepernick's fallen off.
going down the tube.
I mean,
Maybe
it's not like the 49ers are going to give up on him or anything. 'Cause
No,
he'll be
no.
there for quite some time. They're going to continue to develop him.
Maybe it's just Super
Granted,
Bowl run was just a fluke.
Yeah. Could be.
Sophomore slump. What happened to Cam Newton?
Come!
But sophomore slumps don't happen to Russie, so it's okay. Sophomore slumps only exist in quarterbacks that have a weak mental mindset.
How about that Cam Newton though?
Cam Newton's impressive. He's going off.
I love Cam Newton.
Yeah, that Monday night game was pretty intense.
Yeah, that was clutch. Did you see that? Like, it was like a 3rd and 7, and he ran for like 70 yards to get
Yeah.
it, like
Classic
horizontally, and dodged a bunch of people, and that was
Crazy.
Yeah,
amazing.
Cam has almost now just a mentality like he can't lose.
Cam is a boss. A boss.
All right, so I think we're going to take a quick little PSA break here, and when we come back, talk a little NBA basketball, and then move in to the biggest segment of the show, Beavers football, a little Civil War talk, little Ducks fans talk. All right, so you're listening to KBVR Corvallis. This is Second String Sports. We'll be right back.
Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. I opened a 401k.
So you're giving up? Just like that?
Giving up on what?
On getting an inheritance from a distant relative.
Don't you think if there were a billionaire in the family, we'd know about it by now?
Listen to me, we are one phone call away from riding horses on our own private polo grounds. One call from christening yachts, having a butler, using summer as a verb.
How do you figure?
Look, everyone's got a rich uncle somewhere. It's statistics. So the best thing you can do is just prepare for the inevitable.
Right, which is why I thought maybe it would be smart to take control of my finances. You know, start using a budget, get out of debt, set some retirement goals.
Budgets? Debt? You watch your mouth. Retirement shouldn't be a goal for us. It should be a way of life.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
And we're back. Second String Sports. Why don't we get into a little NBA basketball discussion, considering the season's 11, 12 games in. We're getting a decent preview of what teams are going to be like. Don't want to get too excited, but
Blazers are legit. That's all I have to say.
I was holding myself back.
They're legit. I don't care.
The Blazers are the real deal, and no one can deny it.
Even though we somewhat have a soft schedule so far, I don't even care.
Whoa, hypocrite over here with the Chiefs, maybe.
It's different.
The NBA is different.
I guess. It's really not, but we'll say it is because we're Blazer fans.
We'll keep riding the train and see what happens. Don't want to get too excited.
Blazers are 10-2.
For any of you basketball fans out there, even if you're not a Blazer fan, tune in tonight. Blazers Bulls. Derrick Rose versus Damian Lillard.
Or if you really want to see some real basketball, you can tune in to the Spurs versus the Grizzlies.
Oh, that's a cute little matchup over there. People want to watch the old man Spurs toss the ball around it a little bit.
Best record.
Well, you only lost it to us, so and is anyone talking about the Spurs right now?
No one ever wants to talk about us.
Blazers coming for you.
Blazers
coming for that number one
you.
spot.
You can't deny it. Head page on ESPN.com. We got Magic Johnson tweeting about us. Whew.
Yeah, that tweet was so funny.
At the top, it's just us.
What did Magic say?
He
this
said,
Trailblazers team, this underrated Trailblazers team is a good team or something.
He said that, and then
Classic Magic
Johnson. Then he said
Johnson.
something. He's like, with the addition of Robin Lopez has made the Trailblazers a true contender.
Rolo.
Caveman alert.
Magic Johnson's such a bandwagoner, though. Did you guys watch his,
Hey, if Magic's on the Blazers
he's such
bandwagon, if Magic is on the Blazers bandwagon, that is a positive thing.
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing. It's still just...
Next thing you know, Skip Bayless will be talking about us on First Take with Stephen A. debating. Good thing.
It does kind of worry me, though. Listen to our wins. Kings, Pistons, Suns, Celtics, Raptors, Nets, Bucks, and Spurs. So it's a little concerning, honestly. But we'll see. We have Bulls, Warriors, and Knicks all up next.
Okay, regardless of the teams we've been playing, though,
yeah,
the gameplay that we've been producing proves that we can still stand up to. I think we can stand up to elite teams.
And this is how the Spurs always get to 60 wins. They always take advantage of the terrible teams, and you got to win every single game.
Doesn't everybody do that then?
No. I mean,
only the Spurs do it.
The Heat don't even do it.
Most of the time, it's just the Spurs and the Heat. I mean,
no, the Heat don't even take advantage of that type of thing.
Most of the time, they take care of business.
Most of the time they do, but honestly, the Spurs don't really lose to those.
Spurs never lose a game they're supposed to win, really.
Which is saying a lot for the Blazers' win this season, I guess.
Shout out Greg Popovich.
Hey, the Spurs know how to win.
They do. I'll give you that.
They do know.
What have they been winning for? Pretty much my whole lifetime.
It's because they built their franchise the right way. They re-signed their good players. They signed the right role players, and Popovich's system just works.
They know how to draft too.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard.
How do the Blazers know how to draft pretty well?
Hey, Damian Lillard. I'm still skeptical on Myers.
In the right direction. Yeah. I'm pretty sure every Blazer fan on earth is skeptical on Myers. We'll see CJ, the boots off, the foot's looking good.
I think CJ's going to be good.
Traveling with the team, shooting around. We'll see how he does. 10th pick of the draft.
He's good on 2K, so.
And if he's good on 2K, it must be true. Because even Myers is bad on 2K. So that might be a little bit of sign of how
Luke Babbitt was good on 2K.
Okay. Well, let's disregard the Trey Ball's captain. But
okay, but tonight's game, Bulls coming off second night of a back-to-back, which still isn't really fair. I
honestly think Damian can exploit Derek tonight.
Exploit.
Derek's still rusty. He's not, I think Damian is going to put on the works.
The only thing about the Bulls is their defense is top-notch.
Yeah, their defense.
Yoke 'em.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the Blazers offense does against it.
Yeah, we'll see. Then we got Spurs Grizzlies. That'll be a good game.
Yeah, you get a little rematch.
Spurs are going to win that.
I think they will.
The Grizzlies are always tough.
Grizzlies are coming in hot, but
they always got that little, they got the big boys down low.
Best power forward center.
Zebo.
Randolph and the fatter Gasol.
You think that's the best 4 or 5 in the league?
Mark?
Yep, Marky Mark. And
best 4 or 5 in the league? Yeah.
It's up there.
Dwight.
I don't think it's not the best.
Dwight and Ashik.
No, now it's Terrence Jones.
God.
Terrence Jones.
That's Terrence Jones.
the
is now
homeless.
starting.
The homeless.
Homeless beater.
Terrence
Not to
Jones.
not to mention on a sidetrack, but I almost got mauled by a homeless man the other day too.
Do
Little
tell.
homeless man story. I'm on my bike and I'm just cruising down here on the waterfront, and this homeless man just tries to, out of nowhere, tries to spin me off the road, and I just almost die.
Wait, like he was standing. And
he was
tried
like trying to get my attention and trying to like flag me down.
what?
Yeah, and he almost killed me.
Well, Logan's headphones were in, so who
I was-
knows? He could have been. His wife could have been pregnant and needing transportation to the hospital. He could have been.
Could have had a wound in his
Could have been
leg
having
from
a
the
heart
bullet.
attack, just asking for help. And Logan swerves.
Just ignored him.
Nope.
Good Samaritan? No.
Just
Nope.
drives off.
Tried to kill me.
He might have not even been homeless. He might have been a professor at Oregon State. You might have him next term.
Maybe he thought I was a fellow homeless man with my beard.
That's true. Since radio won't let you see Logan.
He probably did.
Logan's got a pretty vivacious beard going on.
All you
over
need is
there.
like a bandana or something. A little knapsack.
going on almost 2 months.
Yeah, about 2 months.
2 months of
About
no
to wrap
shaving.
wrap
It's
this
getting-
thing up.
It's getting thick over there.
I was debating on shaving my head for like last time, then just
Like
having
completely shaving your head.
And just have a
shaved head.
shaved head and a beard.
Buzz cut
Shaved
or
head and a
bald?
beard. Buzz.
Okay. I was
Bald.
gonna say if you were gonna go bald, go full Breaking Bad.
Go Breaking Bad style.
White
I
skinhead.
I could see Logan doing that. I could totally see bald Logs.
No.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. He would look terrible. So let's talk about some other NBA topics before we wrap up. So we got. What do you guys think of the rookie watch? There's an article on ESPN.com.
Rookie watch.
You know, Oladipo is surprising. Not really surprisingly, he's doing decent. But one thing he's doing a lot is having a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
But he started the other night, so maybe that's a point in the right direction. But,
Yeah.
who else is another solid rookie?
My MC Dub. He's
yeah.
he's getting rookie of the year.
Yep.
I'm calling it right
Michael
now.
Carter Williams,
He's so good.
76ers.
Michael Carter,
He can do everything.
Magna Carta, Holy Grail.
He's just.
He can do everything.
How about
Except
that? How about that Anthony Bennett, guys?
Oh my.
Anthony
gosh.
Bennett.
Oh wait. The Thunder fans at halftime have more 3-pointers made than Anthony Bennett. Just throwing that out there.
Oh,
Anthony Bennett.
What a.
Anthony Bennett is
bust.
trash.
Everybody kind of knew that because just by the reaction on draft day. Remember, everybody was like,
Everyone was pretty shocked, but even taking him at number one, I guarantee you people did not expect him to perform as bad as he has, even as a project.
But they don't even need a power forward. Like,
No, they got a huge front court.
it's like, why would you draft him?
Classic Cavaliers.
Don't
Just
get it.
The luck keeps going down and down.
Dan Gilbert or whatever
Or
his name
Kyrie.
is.
Yeah, Dan Gilbert. Shout out LeBron James if
Yeah.
you're listening.
And how about the Nets?
Shout out New
The
York
Nets.
Knicks, Brooklyn Nets, LA Lakers, all in the tank.
Yeah,
Tanking.
Nets are suck.
Trash ball. The Nets are probably the biggest disappointment of the start of this season.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jason
know-
Kidd's probably gonna. He could
Yeah.
get the boot pretty soon, honestly.
yeah.
Nah, not soon.
Saw an article where they're saying
Yeah, NBA.
Jason Kidd is the worst coach in the NBA or just in the NBA. And
Yeah.
He does absolutely nothing.
NBA scouts were saying that he doesn't do anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Poor Jason.
Yeah.
Classic Jason.
Too much drinking.
Too much.
He's still sipping.
That's
Still
my
s-
boy.
Keep on sipping, Jay.
Poor Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they have Darren Williams is out. They've had a whole bunch of injuries and.
All I can say is how ironic is it that the Celtics have a better record than the Nets right now.
Rookie of the year, Kelly Olynyk.
Jake's boy.
Kelly, the big horse, the long-haired horse. Kelly's my boy. Putting up decent rebound numbers, almost double-digit points every night. You know, Gonzaga pride.
We should do a little fantasy talk.
Fantasy
Yeah.
talk. Want to talk?
We'll
NBA
talk about our
fantasy?
league.
So we got a fantasy league over here going that I started up. I like to call it Second String Sports. Naturally, I got a few athletes to join the league. James Rogers, Oregon State legend. James Dockery, currently on the Panthers, Oregon State cornerback legend. And current basketball leader Roberto Nelson, all in the league.
And also, superstar guard/forward Wenatchee stud Luz Page.
Yep.
Shout out Lou.
The projected 2016 number 1 NBA draft pick.
Yeah.
Would you say?
I think Lou's probably going. He's a stud. He's going number 1 easily.
Would you say he's up there in the discussion with Jabari Parker and Andrew Wiggins?
Easily. He's
Maybe
probably going to make his announcement here soon for.
Whether he's going to transfer from Wenatchee or enter the draft.
Yeah.
If you're listening, Lou, give us your official statement on
maybe we'll have
entering
Lou,
the draft or not.
Maybe we'll have Lou call in. Maybe we get a projected NBA player to get up.
Louis
here.
Page, the decision. I like it.
The decision.
Moving on. The fantasy league is getting pretty intense right now.
Yeah, I'm playing Jake this week. 10-3 right now.
Yeah, it is 10-3 right now, but it's
Yeah.
I'm just flexing on Jake.
we're tied in a few categories. I'm down by 10 points or so in some other categories. I'm hoping for a comeback. We'll see what happens. My players are not producing at what I thought they would this year. Pretty much, I've been getting solid production from Kevin Durant, expected, number 1 pick.
Blake Griffin.
I've been getting pretty good production from
Luol Deng.
Luol, Iguodala, and Dwayne Wade. But, my starting point guard, Brandon Jennings, has been off and on. Backup point guard Mo Williams had a great week last week, but he's been decent this last week. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Team McLovin, a.k.a. my squad. Kevin Love is just, overall stud. But one thing I like about my team right now is the return of Trey Burke. Trey Burke's back. Probably going to get the starting job here soon.
Yeah, I do like Trey Burke.
Yeah.
I think that was a good pickup on your part.
Yeah. I'm excited to have some Trey Burke. Looking to go 4-0, have the lead this week. Not sure when I play Grant, but I'm really hoping Grant and I are both undefeated.
Ooh.
Going against each other in the week. That'd be a little interesting.
Yeah, so me, Logan, Lou, and James Dockery are the only undefeateds.
Except Doc is going to take his first loss this week because he's not even paying attention to his lineup.
Is he really?
No.
Classic Docs.
Where's J Doc? Oh, well, he's having surgery, though.
Yeah.
He's having shoulder surgery.
Oh, is that why he wasn't? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because Jake and I were curious why he wasn't at the
New
game
York,
the other day.
getting the surgery and rehabbing.
Yeah, he is
Good
going
for
to
him,
lose.
But,
that's the sacrifices you take when you're an NFL player. You just can't pay attention to your fantasy league. I mean, priorities here.
even though he has been the whole year.
Fantasy is obviously more important than NFL. Than your
Come on.
job.
Yeah, Docs, what are you thinking?
Come on, Doc.
All right. Want to take a little transition until the any other NBA stories we need to cover last minute?
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Kobe, the return.
Yeah,
End of November.
Yeah, I heard he sat out today, just kind of rest his Achilles.
Oh, he did,
but
huh?
Yeah, I don't think it's anything.
Do you think he's gonna make his November debut?
I don't know. I just almost feel like it's too soon.
The rumor is
It's way
the,
too
I feel like it's going to be more like Christmas time.
Yeah, the rumor is the release of the Kobe 9 shoe.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The release of the Kobe 9, a.k.a. the first high-top Kobe that Kobe has made in the last 5 years, and the rumor is he will be debuting on the night of the shoe release, December 4th. Classic Nike Kobe's tactic right there. Debuting the shoes for the first time on the court.
It's good for him to come back, but what's the point? It's like...
I agree with you. People are saying, why are Lakers fans so content with Kobe coming back? All they will achieve is mediocrity, if not an 8th seed.
I don't think they're even going to make the playoffs.
If
honestly.
even that, why not sit Kobe the year, continue to tank, and get Parker or a 6th pick in the draft? I totally don't understand what they're shooting at.
I don't know. I don't understand. Like, their pieces are terrible. Besides Powell and that's all they have really.
Shout out Powell, the White Mamba Steve Blake action.
Shout out Pau Gasol.
But even people were saying Nick Young was gonna. No.
Nah.
Nick Young, you're terrible. All you do is shoot. You're like a middle schooler on a rec basketball team and just posts up in the corner and shoots.
Nick Young's good in street ball.
Can't even drive the lane.
Good in 2K, but that's about
Call
it.
yourself Swaggy P. More like disgusting. I don't know.
Disgusting P.
I just don't like how he looks or his attitude.
Oh gosh.
Classic Swaggy P. I'm hating.
Here we
I'm
go.
hating. Hashtag Laker hater, but who isn't?
What about emergence of Anthony Davis?
Anthony Davis has been impressive.
Been a boss.
Just racking up the
You know, he
blocks,
was not-
racking up the points,
not-
racking up the rebounds.
Not impressive at all last year.
Here's something to think about. So 2016 Olympics. What's going to be our starting five? Predict it right now.
2016 Olympics.
Predict the starting five for the men's basketball.
LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. Chris Paul or Russell?
Paul,
Chris
Harden,
LeBron James.
LeBron,
Dwight Howard.
Kevin Love,
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis.
Davis over.
I think probably Davis over Howard.
Yeah, Dwight doesn't really make sense in the international game.
Yeah. Because they're
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Love. Did he do anything in the 2012 Olympics?
I just don't think he got
set
that much
out.
playing time.
Oh, Kevin Durant. He'll start over.
Oh, yeah, Kevin
What
Durant.
were we thinking?
He'll start over Love.
Damian on the bench.
Dame. Dude, I could see
Maybe
it.
even Kevin Durant as a shooting guard.
Yeah.
LaMarcus will be on the bench. I know that for sure.
What about some Ryan Anderson? Yeah?
Hey, Ryan Anderson, for an Olympic, that's actually not that bad if you just kind of ride the bench, kind of get him in, shoot some threes, go back on the
No.
bench.
Yeah, it was just a joke.
I could see it, though. I could see it. I'm a big Ryan Anderson
Dude,
fan.
so am
Here we
I.
go.
Ryan
Here we
Anderson is
go.
the man. Repping for white boys everywhere.
We gotta have something to look up to. All right. So let's make the transition into what we really want to talk about.
Beavers.
The
Covering
disappointment loss last week.
heartbreaker in Tempe, Arizona last
think
week.
we all kind of knew that one was coming though.
Yeah, I almost picked Beavers to lose last week, but I just couldn't.
In the back of our minds, we all knew
Yeah.
something bad was about to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
This week I do believe they'll get the dub against UW.
Think so?
Yeah. UW just has not been. I don't think they haven't been that
Oh
impressive.
yeah,
the
isn't
past few
Keith Price
weeks.
out too?
Keith Price is questionable, most likely to sit out.
If he sits, we got this.
Even if he plays, I think we still have a great chance.
Yeah.
Talking to some of the players, Teron Ward and Sean Martin last night on the sports show, they were saying that this UW matchup to them is par for par with the Civil War matchup.
Yeah,
Really?
this
Stakes of
last game,
rivalry.
Jeez.
They-
senior night.
A couple.
Oh yeah, it is.
A
senior
couple
night.
of the players were telling me they may hate UW more than they hate the Ducks.
Jeez.
So
Why though? I don't get it. Why? Just because the
'cause
actual players like.
players and UW is just one of those universally hated teams. The good, the bad, the
Jeez.
ugly.
Yeah, the real question is how cold it's going to be during that night
That
game.
is
Oh,
true.
gosh.
That is true.
And Jake's gonna be holding the thing for ESPN. Your hands
Yeah.
are gonna numb and fall off.
I'm out there. I'm a hot commodity. ESPN wanted me back. I got the second hire. I'm gonna be out there on the field working.
You just
but
gotta avoid Cooks this time.
I got hit by Brandon again at the Stanford game. But
You got nailed.
if it's not a Beavs player, if I get nailed this game, I might throw down. I don't know.
You gotta put a little oomph into the hit if a UW player comes over. Just use your thing as like a shield.
Oh,
just
I
kind of like
put some power into that Brandon hit. I didn't go down. I took that.
you gotta deliver a hit though
Lowered
to a
the shoulder
UW
like a
player.
boss. Oh yeah.
Jake, run out on the field and just injure Keith Price.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Run out onto the field and target. Where's his injury?
I don't even know.
Just go
but
like step on his ankle.
I don't
or
even want to
something.
think about what would happen. I would probably be sued by ESPN, banned from Reeser, probably like a couple grand in jail fees, have a charge on my record.
Hey, at least
But-
the Beavers get the win.
But I would be Sports Center
You'd be at
national news famous for
OSU legend.
probably a cool week.
Yeah, because if Keith Price missed the game, then I think we easily got the dub.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I think the big key here is for the man-child, Scotty Crichton. If he contains everything,
You guys want to know a fun fact
feel
about
ya.
Crichton?
I feel you on that.
give me
Logs.
that. Give me that fun fact.
He's from Tacoma, from the Washington area, grew up a UW fan just living in the area. He burned all of his UW gear.
What?
Physically burned it.
Wait, when?
A couple weeks ago.
Jeez.
Attaboy, Scotty.
Did he make a video or anything?
I don't know, but Teron Ward was telling me about it. So it was like his
Scotty.
It was his ritualistic like preparing.
Scotty's about to rage.
I hope Scotty puts on the pedals and just goes out there.
I feel like the last couple weeks the biggest bright spot has been Scotty Crichton.
Yeah. And a little side note about the defense. I think we all pretty much expected it, but Michael Docter announced that he is coming back for an official 5th year injury senior year.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like an Angus Brandt situation.
Kind of like the James Rogers situation too. Doctor's huge for us. I'm gonna definitely try to get Doctor on the show. He's showed some interest. That'd be awesome.
So Scotty's burning jerseys and Brandon's painting his toenails.
Hey, to each his own,
rituals.
man. To each his own.
Yeah. And also a little sidetrack on the Beavers. Right now, according to Examiner.com, we're projected to be playing San Jose State.
Oh my god!
And the New Mexico Bowl.
Oh.
So,
at this point, I could care less about bowl games. All I want to do is focus on next week.
This week
and next week.
This week and next week. But this week, I honestly feel like we got the win.
I said we don't overlook it, and then
Don't overlook this UW game and look forward, because in past years, going up to the Civil War, we've had our bye week going into the Civil War. So is what Mike Riley has done in the past. But now we're gonna have back-to-back weeks. It's a Friday night game the day after Thanksgiving for the guys. So they're not gonna have much of a Thanksgiving down in Eugene, because who can really enjoy Eugene?
I'm so worried for that Civil War game. I don't know, dude.
I'm worried, but it's almost better to go into it with no expectations.
If Sean doesn't get his, kind of mojo back.
If Sean doesn't throw 5 touchdowns,
yeah. Sean has to be Sean from the start of the year, not what he's been lately.
I don't want to say anything bad to jinx it, but
Sean's just on a bad.
Yeah.
bad
I read a thing where someone was saying maybe Sean should just bolt to the NFL now and try not to lose. Try not to lose any draft stock because of how bad he's been playing.
Don't you think if he entered now, his draft stock would be low enough though? Or do you think it would?
I think probably just from the start of the year and what he showed. If he comes back next year and he's doing what he's doing now.
What are they projecting him as?
I never saw a projection of where he's
like
officially
late,
could go.
Probably pretty late.
I could probably
late
see him
first,
like
early second.
I could probably see him like a third, probably like a third, second rounder ish.
Hey, Tom Brady was drafted 8th round?
Yeah.
Can happen.
Russell was drafted 5th?
5th, I think.
Anything can happen in the NFL.
So maybe it's just about coaching in the NFL.
That's the real question. This Saturday, senior night, last night on the sports show, Sean Martin was saying it truly hasn't really hit him yet that for him and the seniors, this is their last game, strapping up and setting out in front of the Reeser crowd.
What other Impact seniors do we have?
Impact seniors, Steven Nelson.
Oh, we're losing Nelson.
No, I don't believe. Actually, I don't believe he's a senior. We got Teron Ward for another year.
Brandon's junior.
Teron and Brandon are both juniors.
Who knows?
Storm's a sophomore?
Who knows?
Brandon's a sophomore.
This could be Brandon's senior night.
Yeah.
Brandon's a sophomore?
Brandon's a sophomore.
I know, but I'm saying this could be his senior night.
Oh. Yeah,
I don't think so.
I could see it.
The rumors have been that Sean is leaving, but Brandon's staying.
He could be like kind of like a Jamal Charles or Dexter McCluster or something like that.
He's a sophomore.
Just like a speed
guy. What
he's
done in his 2 years?
Golden Tate. That's a better comparison.
That's true. Jaquiz Rogers is kind of had the same path as Brandon. He came out his freshman year, blazing. Both of their sophomore years were completely outstanding, ballistic. And then, Jaquiz came back for his junior year and entered the NFL. So I honestly could see Brandon coming back for his junior year and then entering for the draft just to give it one last run. Because I know, he's hungry for that. I don't think he'd be satisfied leaving out on the note that we've left.
Fine by me.
That's just me.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Beaver fans everywhere. Brandon, we would be completely A-okay with another year out of
I just want to see Chris Brown get a chance.
Chris Brown.
What is he, 4 or 5-star recruit?
Yep.
Just give him the ball.
The running game production against Arizona State is what killed us. Arizona State's running was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, We should just give him a chance. Just Storm's not really doing anything. Just, do some end arounds with him.
See what happens. So we're going to hit you guys with one last PSA, and then we're going to come back and talk a little Civil War football since we can't have a show next week, and we'll
maybe a little basketball as well.
Little basketball wrap up, little Oregon State b-ball wrap it up for you guys. This is Second String Sports. Stay tuned.
The Oregon Liquor Control Commission wants you to celebrate safely this holiday season. Drinking and driving is not only against the law, but it can also be deadly. Give the gift of good judgment and encourage others to make the same resolution. Plan a safe way home, designate a driver, call a friend, or program the number to a local cab company in your phone. Remember to drink responsibly. For more holiday safety tips, visit www.oregon.gov/OLCC and click our link to planning a safe and successful holiday party. This message brought to you by the OLCC.
And we're back, Second String Sports on 88.7 FM. I'm Jake McGrady. If you guys want to live tweet us, we'll be checking Twitter at hashtag Second String Sports. You can spell that either way with the second, with the acronym 2ND or just regular second. Or tweet at us at our regular Twitters or our official at Second String KBVR Twitter. If you guys want to discuss anything about Civil War football coming up next week, you want to get your 2 cents in, chime in. If got any Duck fans out there on Twitter, you're welcome. You're welcome to chime in. I'd love to take you guys down, put you guys in your place, send you back to your dark holes. But yeah, let's talk, next week, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we probably won't have a show next week, so we're going to talk about it right now.
That is the bad thing. Next week, Thanksgiving, looking forward to that. But,
it's all good.
Friday, the day of our show,
is
going to be the Civil War.
So,
I'm just hoping for a competitive game.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna win, but I'm gonna have all hope that we do, and I'm really hoping that we do it. But
in Autzen,
probably Ducks are just pissed.
No momentum
at all. It just doesn't look good. But
it really doesn't.
A win against UW would have some momentum, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
you know what? Screw it. We're a college radio station. We're not Sports Center. We don't have to be objective about it. Go Beavs. I'm pulling out the win. I don't care. I can do it. This is college sports radio. We go to Oregon State. I'm not going to side with the Ducks at all. Siding with the Ducks would be like me signing my life away to the devil. It's not going to happen. I don't associate with the Ducks. I don't like the Ducks. I don't associate well with Duck football players. Bring it on. Civil War football.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about it.
Hashtag Jake Rant.
You know what? That's all I got to say about it. Go Beavs.
Yeah. No, I think Grant speaks for me too. We're rooting for the Beavs as well.
I think we're rooting for it, but
I want the Beavs to win.
Yeah.
But I want a close game. Because last year's Civil War was a little disappointment because it was a close game until the fourth quarter, and we were so.
I remember at halftime thinking we got this. We're gonna win this.
Last year was probably the most disappointed I've been at a Civil War in.
It felt
so won
close.
in 6 years.
We just kind of fell apart.
Even when we were down by 13 points, I was like, we still got this.
Yeah,
but
we had 9-3 or 9-2 going into that game.
Yep.
And the worst part is, if the Ducks win, then they're probably going to go to the Rose Bowl.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
I mean, they still have to win the Pac-12 championship game, but
if we beat them, freaking Stanford had to lose, but whatever.
If we beat them and they don't get to the Rose Bowl because of us,
that
would be epic.
I love being the spoiler. That's honestly the best role to play in football.
Well, because Stanford would, because both teams would be like what, 11-2 or 10-2.
Stanford would.
Stanford would go to the Pac-12 championship game.
I believe Stanford. Yeah, I still think Stanford's going to the Pac-12 championship game.
Think so?
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know.
Ducks play at Zona this week.
And let's be honest, Zona's going to get smashed. Zona's worse than us. Not saying that we're terrible, but
yeah,
Zona's pitiful.
Yeah, Zona's up there with the worst team in Pac-12 with Cal this year.
And if you saw the Arizona uniforms they're wearing for the Duck game, pure red. They're saying if the Ducks pull out yellow uniforms, it's going to be the ketchup versus mustard game. Like they're pure red helmets, jerseys, socks, shoes. Pretty crazy.
All right, well, I got to run, so thanks for tuning in. It's Graham and Dyke. Peace out.
Grantleton.
Me and Logan are going to finish up for the last 10 minutes of the show.
Why don't I talk a little Beaver basketball, wrap
Little
things
Beaver
up?
basketball with an impressive Maryland win.
That was a great win. Roberto and Devon.
Devon Collier with
Devon went off for
probably
probably the best game he's had.
Well, yeah, it was his career high, best game of his career.
Yeah,
especially against you would think a career high game like that would come against like Coppin State or Portland when we played them at home, but
the biggest game,
pivotal changing in Maryland, away game. President Obama, Michelle in the audience,
and I'm pretty sure I saw one of Devon's Twitter posts and his Instagram thing where he had his family there too.
He's from the New York area. Well, he's from New York.
Yeah.
So obviously
it's close.
His daughter came out to the game. His whole family.
Berto did what Berto usually does. Went off for, 29, 26?
30.
30.
30 even.
Yeah, Berto went off.
Close to his career high of 36 against Coppin.
Yeah, Obama got to see what the
true
Oregon State was.
Yeah, I honestly think that had a little factor to play. The team visited the White House, got to visit Obama, had a nice lunch, and a fun little fact: the Beavs are 4-0 when Obama is in the audience. So
maybe Obama. Hey, Obama, if you really want to, you can come out for every single home game. We'll take you. We'll show you a good time in Corvallis. And
Barack, you can sleep on my couch. Barack Obama, if there is any percentage that you are listening to this show right now online, come to Corvallis. I'd love to have you. We could go to a basketball game. We can play some 2K. I could take you out to Qdoba. Be a fun time. You don't need your security. I'll be your security. But yeah, that was a great game.
Yeah, you know who also I know it's Grant's boy. House Cooks is going to be the X factor this year. He is, in the next couple of years, I could see Cooks being
Cook.
Oh yeah, Cook. I don't know. Yeah, Cooks is Brandon stole my mind. Yeah, no. Cook is. He's going to be a stud in the next few years.
When Roberto leaves, going out on a limb saying he's going to be the definite leader.
He's going to take over here sometime.
As a true freshman, I can.
I've
been talking about Hallis since early my freshman year last year because I've been keeping up with the recruits and I've followed him on Twitter and stuff back when he was still in high school, and I don't know, something about him. He's got sort of an older soul. From the interviews that I've seen with Craig Robinson, he's in the gym constantly working. He's got that attitude of constant improvement.
You guys are going to like this comparison.
Okay, let's hear it.
NBA player who I would compare him to, Nicholas Batum.
Really?
He just kind of the length. I think he needs to maybe kind of more. I haven't really seen his shooting display, but
Hallis's?
Yeah, but he's
got a pretty good shot.
Yeah, but he could steal the ball, he could get rebounds, he almost does everything, almost like a Batum.
It's true.
He's not not really,
A couple of those. Yeah.
But that's why I kind of see him kind of developing, almost looking like.
His height is a little bit different, but.
Yeah, the height, but just kind of like he almost looks like Batum a little bit too.
Looks like the Frenchman.
Yeah.
His fast break plays, Yeah,
I think that's mostly it. Was the fast break kind of.
We can all agree that we were pretty concerned after that Coppin State loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not
a little nervous there.
Not to say that we're still not skeptic, but I can say that I'm way more optimistic.
Yeah, I got a lot more optimistic. You watched the video, the kind of the Hard Knocks style video on Oregon. I watched it. That was impressive.
That
made me a believer in the B-ball team.
I completely agree with you. Roberto Nelson tweeted out a link to a sort of a docu-series, Hard Knocks. If you guys haven't checked it out, I'm pretty sure it's on the official Oregon State Athletics YouTube account. Go check it out. It's called The Grind, and it's sort of like a Hard Knocks docu-series. It sort of previewed the legends of Oregon State past, Gary Payton, AC Green. Craig Robinson is saying there's a chip on their shoulders. Last year was
And they're
a complete disappointment. And this year he said, the goal is the tournament.
Yeah.
Flat and simple. Eric Moreland, everyone's in the series. Eric Moreland, discussing all the candid stuff about his suspension. It got me hyped.
It did. Because after, Devon came back and everything is starting to look a little bit better.
So what do you see when Eric debuts back? Are we gonna be that much stronger?
I really want to. I'm not going to give any predictions on basketball right now just because I haven't.
I know. I agree with you. 3 games in.
We're
2-1.
I'm going to wait until the Pac-12 play comes in to see where we are.
Wait until the Pac-12 play. I agree
Once
with that.
Once this Pac-12 play comes in, comes in the picture, it's going to be interesting.
Eric Moreland comes back to debut against Stanford. Home game.
Stanford.
That will be huge.
Stanford has some big boys on their team.
Yeah.
And
I think
that's going to be a big game for Moreland to come back, get some good minutes.
I think the underdog is just a role we're comfortable with too. The Ducks are sitting at what, 18th, 17th still.
I think the Ducks could be a little bit overrated. And people, I think they're highly overrated. They're coming to the national play ranked 18th in the country. That's just, I don't know. I know Pac-12 basketball hasn't been that strong. I think Arizona's ranked the top 10, but other than Arizona, I think it makes kind of a drop, and we'll kind of see what happens there. But
if the production continues from Oregon State, if it's Devon's senior year, this could be poised to be his obviously best year yet as a Beaver. He's gonna be prepping, I'm sure, to enter the NBA draft.
It's gonna be a big 1-2 punch.
If we're able to get to that tournament, that'll be a treat that Oregon State basketball
What has
students,
it been? 20-something years? 23, 24?
It's been quite a while.
Yeah.
And if we're able to get there again under Craig Robinson, that'll be a treat for this campus. That's all I can say.
And a treat for Craig Robinson.
Oh, yeah. Let's just say that's a treat that he needs.
He needs it badly.
Regardless to say, Oregon State basketball, football winding down. Still a pretty fun time to be an Oregon State student, if I do say so myself.
Exactly. Wrap this thing up.
Yep. So once again, sort of winding down to the end of the show. If you guys still tuning in, this is Second String Sports on 88.7 FM, KBVR Corvallis. Just a quick little shout out to cover us up on our social media. You can find us on Facebook, Second String Sports. Pretty easy to find. Give us a like on there. We're posting we make YouTube podcasts out of all the shows. If you want to, tune into it on a Friday night before the Washington game.
You didn't really want to wake up this morning.
Yeah, if you were sleeping in after your Thursday night festivities, had a little fun Thursday night.
Funtivities.
You can tune in on the podcast. That should be posted about tomorrow.
Yeah. Also check our Facebook links.
Yeah, we give links to to our official Twitters. I'm at JMcGrady7. I'll let Logan shout his out.
And at LT McGinnis, and look for at GVD35.
We're pretty active on the Twitter. We live tweet the show. If you ever want to chime into the show, just tag us in a tweet or give us a quick hashtag. Just tweet something, hashtag Second String Sports. Want to discuss something, want to chime in about a sports topic. Like I said, any of you Duck fans, even though we're not going to have a show next week, feel free to tweet at us,
Anybody,
really. We're open to anything.
Even homeless people.
Even homeless people, if you're able to get to some library Wi-Fi. Homeless guys like sports too. Let's give them some love. But yeah, follow us up on Twitter. We're hoping maybe the last week of the show, Dead Week, we're going to try to get a guest into the show. We had a potential call in today that didn't really work out. He was a little bit busy this morning. So yeah, we're hoping to bring you guys some exciting things and shows to come. Hoping to get some athletes in here to discuss the end of the season. It'd be a good time.
It's going to be a good ride.
Good ride. So, yeah, we're signing out. I'm Jake McGrady, Second String Sports. You're listening to KBVR once again. Tune in. Next show. Next week is going to be our Thanksgiving week, so happy Thanksgiving.
It's our bye week.
It's our bye week. We're taking a week off to kick back and relax with the fam, watch the game on TV, big Civil War, eat some turkey, chill back, watch some football.
Stuff your
face. Just be happy, man. It's what we need. Got going into finals week. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Signing off.
Peace.